Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today for a personal account on how the University of Notre Dame personalized their mobile app experience and saw engagement soar. I'm thrilled to introduce our webinar guest, Marty Klubeck, who is representing the Office of IT at the University of Notre Dame. Marty is a Modo Campus user and recently implemented multiple user personas to the Notre Dame mobile app, helping to personalize the user experience and drive engagement across their campus, from students to alumni, graduate students, and faculty. So without further ado, Marty, thank you for joining us today.
I am the product manager for the ND mobile app at the University of Notre Dame. And at the university, we talk about product management. It's a kind of a new role. And so I want to explain to you how we use that. So I have multiple products, but the ND mobile app, our version of the Krogo app, is one of my products.
Our first question is, what led you to implement multiple user personas for personalization in general?
Using personas, what drove me to it was a clear message. And it was actually one I had, and one that when I actually went and talked to people I would meet and say, hey, do you have the ND mobile app? Because I'm out there trying to get people to, get my best return on investment by getting more people using it. And I'd ask them, do you have the ND mobile app? And these would be faculty and staff that I knew that I was acquaintances I already had on campus. And I got so many no's. And when I asked why, it was a simple answer. I've gone to it and it's not for me. It's for the students. And I go, but look, it says guest. They go, I'm not a guest. I'm part of the ND family. I'm here all the time. I work every day. What do you mean guest? I said, well, how about friends? And I already knew I was already at the losing battle because I myself didn't have it for the same reasons. But yeah, that's alumni and friends. That's not just Notre Dame. If it said Notre Dame family, I would have clicked on that. So that was easy. It drove me to doing the personas was to give people a sense of belonging. And through that sense of belonging, we have, I think, a whole lot more people downloading the app.
What motivated you to add more personas to the Notre Dame app?
And so we wanted to make sure that everyone had a sense of belonging and felt there was a reason to download the app. So we were missing a large part of our possible population. I know some universities use it primarily just to communicate with students, but we find that it's great to communicate with everyone. And we talk about Notre Dame as being a family and being part of the Notre Dame family. And even guests can be part of that Notre Dame family. So we definitely didn't want to feel like we were leaving off a big part of our family, our faculty and staff. And so we added that persona. That was just a simple way to make us feel and make the faculty and staff feel part of that family again, and to have a reason for them to look at the app and say, yep, I belong here. I'm going to download it.
What are the other ways that you use personas?
We also use temporary personas. So we actually stand up our own persona just for new student orientation. And this year we put it totally inside the inside the Modo Labs app, our ND mobile app, and it worked great. We're able to do push notifications, banner notifications to get statistics on people inside the persona, know where they are. We can make changes. It's great. And that persona lived for 2 weeks. Another one that we like is we have a leadership and a reunion. So we have a leadership conference for our alumni. And that leadership conference is based around, we have alumni clubs. And then we also, actually ND clubs and not only alumni, anyone can be in that club, but we have ND clubs and we have reunion. So we have two other times that we have people coming on campus and needing an experience and wanting to find, I want to make sure I know who you are and what you're doing here. They get to be here for this conference or they get to be here for reunion. They download the app, they understand, they see everything they wanted to. And the next time they open up that app, it's not going to just still show them reunion a week after they finish with the reunion or back home. It's going to say, oh, you're an alumni and friends now. And that's where it's going to bring you up. And you're going to go, wow, what's this stuff? Oh, more stuff I can use. And so hopefully it'll keep them in the app if they weren't using it.
How do you manage the data that might overlap on several personas? For example, if information for undergrads might also be featured in information that's in one of your on or off-campus personas, how do you deal with that without creating repetitive experiences?
Thank you. So we don't really think of it as repetitive because remember, most people are going to identify under a persona. Very few people that I know of jump between personas just to see what other personas have. So they won't see another persona's information. You can definitely duplicate. In fact, it's great because I don't have to recreate the wheel. So again, personalization is better, especially with push notifications. And as far as overlap, there's not really a problem or an issue with overlap. It's just duplication, but it's in separate personas, so it's okay. It's expected. In fact, our core items totally expect to be duplicated in all of the personas, maps being one of those, as an example.
Have you seen an increase in the number of application downloads since implementing the personalized personas?
Yes, definitely. Saw an increase when we added faculty and staff, saw an increase for graduate students. Almost every graduate student went out and downloaded the app that didn't have it.
And finally, does personalization matter?
So personas works for us for a means of personalization, but mostly twofold. For me, the big part that I want you to get out of this is one, it gives each person that you're trying to reach, each audience, if you expand it beyond students, it'll give you the opportunity to make them have a place to belong, a sense of belonging, and they'll want to download the app.
Well, there you have it, a personal account of how the University of Notre Dame combined their personalized multiple persona experiences into a single app and increased their overall engagement. Thank you, Marty, and everyone who took the time to join us today. For more information on Modo Campus solutions, visit us at modolabs.com/campus.